Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs for 29th of June. So let's start and see that what are the things we can learn from this day and what are the points we can make in our notes. So the first thing that we have today with us is that these things we are going to cover. So I have got some international, national and state news for you. After that, I'll cover the banking and finance defense news for you. Science and technology, sports and important days will also be covered. I will take care of the appointments, resignations, summits and conference and awards and recognition. And at last, I will summarize all the things for all of you so that you can have a particular knowledge of this particular day's current affairs. The images used in the slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Okay, so first news that we have today is that Global Livability Index 2024. Austria's Vienna topped as the world's most livable city. Syria's Damascus ranked least livable. So livability index basically shows that which particular city we can live in comfortably, peacefully, and with security and safety. So according to that data, global livability index, Austria's Vienna. Austria is a country that exists in the besides Germany, and the capital is Vienna. Is topped as the world's most livable city, whereas Syria's Damascus has been ranked as the least livable city in the world. According to the Economist Intelligence Unit Global Livability Index, Vienna, the capital of Austria, has topped the index for the third consecutive time this year. Denmark's Copenhagen maintained second position, while Switzerland Zurich moved up from sixth place in 2023 to third place in 2024 list. So basically, the first three cities are Vienna, then Copenhagen, and the third one is Zurich. And if we talk about Denmark, so Denmark is also became the first one of the first country which has introduced the which has introduced a tax on the gassy cattle. No Indian city is ranked in 2024 list to of top 10 livable cities in the world. EIU is a research and analysis division of the Economist Group, the sister company to the Economist newspaper, with Robin Bew as the managing director and headquartered in London, UK. So that is the basic thing we need to know here, that which particular city is the most livable city, that is Vienna. If we talk about the costliest city, then in the terms of cost and costliest city, Hong Kong is the most expensive city in the world. Apart from that, if we talk about Mumbai is the basically India's costliest city. And if we talk about what is the particular base on which basis we are calculating this particular thing, so that is the base city is New York. So on the basis of New York, these things are calculated. Government monetized assets worth rupees 1.56 lakh crore under NMO in financial year 24 against target of rupees 1.8 lakh crore. So the government of India has monetized assets worth rupees 1.56 lakh crore in financial year 23-24 under the national monetization pipeline against the set target of 1.8 lakh crore. The total monetization under NMP since its launch in 2020-2021 stands at rupees 3.85 lakh crore. The top two achievers in 2023-2024 are Ministries of Road and Transport Highways and rupees 40,314 crores and a Ministry of Coal with rupees 56,794 crore. Other ministries achieving over 70% of their monetization targets in financial year 24 include Ministry of Power, Ministry of Mines, Ministry of Petroleum, Natural Gas, Ministry of Housing, Urban Affairs and Shipping. So under this particular thing, the government has monetized assets worth rupees 1.56 lakh crore under the NMO. Central Railway has installed a floating solar plant. So recently the Central Railway has installed a floating solar plant with a capacity of 10 MWP in the Lagati Puri Lake located in Western Ghat. If we talk about what is a floating solar plant, so these type of plants which have solar planners and they keep on floating on any kind of water body, that is called a floating solar plant. The largest floating solar park in the world is in Omkareshwar Dam, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, on Narmada River. The initiative is the first of its kind by the Indian Railways. Central Railway has been proactive in adopting clean and renewable energy for its traction requirement. Various bold and revolutionary steps have been taken by Central Railway to fulfill its commitment to renewable energy. So, for this purpose, the Central Railway has installed a floating solar plant in particularly the Western Ghats. Uttar Pradesh pioneering bioplastic park, a step towards sustainable future. So Uttar Pradesh government has announced an ambitious plan to establish a bioplastic park. Also to add, Uttar Pradesh became the first state to introduce the conservation park for the king vulture in UP. Innovative project aims to address environmental concerns while boosting the local economy. Bioplastic Park is expected to create numerous job opportunities and promote sustainable practices. The initiative is a significant step towards a sustainable future for the state and the country. So remember, Uttar Pradesh pioneering Plastic Park, a step towards sustainable future. RBI introduced revised SARC currency swap framework for the 2024-2027. So recently on 27th of June, the Reserve Bank of India introduced a revised South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation Currency swap framework in concurrence with the Government of India. The framework includes a separate Indian rupee swap window worth rupees 240 billion and a US dollar euro swap window worth dollar 2 billion. The SARC currency swap facility was initially introduced in November 2012 to provide backstop line of funding for short-term foreign exchange, liquidity requirements or balance of payment crisis of members nation. So basically the swapping of money is being introduced so that those countries which are basically uh, experiencing the short foreign exchange liquidity requirement and balance of payment, they have low balance of payment. So for these type of countries, the particularly uh, money swapping was introduced or currency swapping was introduced. And the framework under this, the Indian rupee swap window worth rupees 250 billion and US dollar euro swap window worth dollar 2 billion. SARC comprises 8 countries nations: Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and its headquarters is in Kathmandu, Nepal. So remember, RBI they have introduced the revised SARC currency swap framework. ADB and AHFL signed US 60 million NCDs deal to offer housing loans to low-income women in India. So Asian Development Bank has signed a US 60 million non-convertible debentures financial agreement with Aadhar Housing Finance Limited to support housing loans for women and address the shortage of financing in low income houses segments in India. So, to provide a house loan to the low income women in our country, Asian Development Bank is coming together with Hadar Housing Finance Limited. As of June 25, US 30 million has been disbursed. The financing will be used by AHFL to lend exclusively to women borrower or co-borrower, with at least half of the funds deployed in the 8 states including Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. AHFL focuses on low-income housing segments in India, offering loans with an average ticket size of rupees 9 lakh. So remember, ADAB and AHFL are coming together to provide housing loans to the low-income women in India. Mindspace became the first Indian REIT to secure rupees 650 crore sustainable linked bonds from IFC. So Mindspace Business Parks Real Estate Investment Trusts has secured sustainable linked bonds worth rupees 650 crore from the International Finance Corporation. Recently, just to add, International Finance Corporation also invested a particular amount of money in the development of solar projects in the Bikaner, Rajasthan. The bonds have been issued for the tenure of 7 years with the final redemption date June 24, 2031. This investment will help Mindspace improve the sustainability of its business park and reduce greenhouse gas emission. Total sustainability linking financing is now worth rupees 1860 crore after securing the funds from IFC. RBI gold reserves overseas drops to its lowest at 47%. So recently RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, the gold reserve held overseas declined to their lowest level in 6 years, accounting for 47% of the total reserves accumulated. By the end of March 2024, RBI total gold holdings stood at 822.1 tons, with at homes holdings increasing from 39% in 2021 to 53% in March 2024. A December 2023 Invesco survey of 57 central banks and asset managers found a growing trend of central bank keeping more gold reserves domestically. India's gold reserves are sorted in the Bank of England, the Bank of International Settlement in Basel, and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York in the United States. And to add to this, recently, for the first time, the total foreign exchange of India crosses $700 billion. RBI authorizes Hitachi Payment Service to work as an online payment aggregator. So another service provider of online payment, that is Hitachi Payment Service, they have got final authorization from the RBI to operate as the online payment aggregator. The license will enable the company to expand its digital solution service stack to include a comprehensive suite of innovative and merchant-friendly payment options. In 2023, the company launched the HPX Accelerator program to collaborate with fintech startups across India. Several other companies have obtained a payment aggregator license in 2024, including Amazon Pay, Digio, CC Avenue, Decentro, MSwipe, Tata Pay, Zoho, and Zomato. So RBI has authorizes Hitachi Payment Service to work as an online payment aggregator. Indian economy expected to grow at 7.5% in the financial year 25. So according to the NCAER, we discussed in the last session also, according to them, the India's GDP to grow at 7.5% in the financial year 25. According to the RBI, it would be 7 to 7.2. According to the Goldman Sachs and Moody, that would be 6.8 to 7. The growth projection of financial year 25 have been revised upward by various domestic and international agencies. The Government of India contained its fiscal deficit at 5.6% and compared to the revised estimate of 5.8% and budget estimate of 5.9%. Purchasing Manager Index for manufacturing sectors decreased from 58.8 in April to 57.5 in May 2024, while PMI for services decreased marginally from 60.8 in April to 60.2 in May 2024. IBGA reconstitute governing board, Prithviraj Kothari appointed as the president. So, according to the Indian Bullion and Jewelry Association, reconstituted the governing board for 2024 to 2029, appointing Prithviraj Kothari of Riddhi Siddhi Bullion Limited as the national president. Aksha Mohit Kamboj from Aspect Global Ventures Private Limited was appointed as the national vice president, becoming the first woman to hold a post. Surendra Mehta was appointed as the national secretary. IBGA, established in June 1919, serves a key representative body for India's bullion and jewelry industry. So remember, IBGA reconstituted governing board, Prithviraj Kothari appointed as the president. Competition Commission of India approves the acquisition of shares of Sneha Farms Private Limited by Mitsui and Company Limited. So recently, the Competition Commission of India approved the acquisition of certain equity shares of Sneha Farms Private Limited by Mitsui and Company Limited, a Japanese trading and investment company. Sneha Farms, founded in 1994, has two subsidiaries: Sneha Gold Proteins Private Limited and Singh Poultry Private Limited. Mitsui is listed with the Tokyo Stock Exchange and is engaged in various business areas, including minerals, metal resources, energy, and infrastructure projects. So, as we know, that Competition Commission of India is the body authorization body that creates a merger and acquisition of any companies. So now they have particularly approved the acquisition of certain equity shares of Sneha Farm Private Limited by Mitsui and Company Limited. Thale Inc. pact with Adani Defense to manufacture 70 rockets in India. So recently, Adani Defense and Aerospace has signed an agreement with Thales Group to manufacture 70 rockets and locally. Recently, Adani Defense also signed a pact with the UAE-based Edge Group to create new type of defense services in India. This strategic collaboration aligns with the Indian government Makes in India initiative. Partnership aims to enhance self-reliance in defense production. The agreement is expected to boost the local defense manufacturing sector. So remember, Adani Defense is now coming together with the Thales Group to manufacture 70 rockets locally. NSIL and Space Machines signed launch service agreement for Optimus spacecraft. So New Space India Limited signed a launch service agreement with the Space Machines company to launch second Optimus spacecraft weighing 450 kg, the largest Australian design and built spacecraft so far. Second Optimus spacecraft will be launched aboard NSIL, a small satellite launch vehicle. The government of Australia has signed a memorandum of understanding worth $18 million with NSIL to enable the launch of Australian satellites into orbit from Indian soil. So remember, NSIL and Space Machine signed launch service agreement for Optimus spacecraft, a new type of private space agency, so that particularly they can help in small satellite launch vehicle in India. Pench Tiger Reserve embraces AI for enhanced forest fire protection. So recently, Pench Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra has introduced an advanced artificial intelligence system for early forest fire detection. So forest fire is a big issue related to the national park and forest covers. Recently, if you remember, it was a big issue in Uttarakhand when Uttarakhand forests were facing this type of a long type of fire in the month of May and June. And now, when we talk about the Pench Tiger Reserve, now they have introduced the AI based system to detect the early forest fire in their area. The innovative approach marks a new chapter in conservation efforts. AI system combines cutting edge technology with traditional wildlife management practices. Pench Tiger Reserve, you can find this particular tiger reserve in Madhya Pradesh and is bordered with Maharashtra. Initiative aims to enhance forest fire protection and wildlife conservation in the reserve. Global Chess League to hold second edition in London. So after a successful first session in Dubai, the Global Chess League will return for another edition in London. Recently, Divya Deshmukh was in news when she got win during the Under 20 Chess Championship in India. Second edition of Tech Mahindra Global Chess League will take place from 3rd of October to 12th of October. The event will be held at Friends House in central London. The league is highly anticipated and expected to attract top chess talent from around the world. Shefali Verma double century leads India to record-breaking day in women's Test cricket. So, young Indian opener Shefali Verma scored a raw record-breaking double century against South Africa. Remarkable feat took place at Chennai's Chepauk Stadium. Shefali's performance led India to a record-breaking day in women's Test cricket. Her achievement has edged her name in the annals of cricket history. So, if we are talking about Shefali Verma, so her double century had led India to a record breaking day in women's cricket. Recently, Smriti Mandana was also in news when she consecutively hit two centuries in two consecutive ODIs and she created a record. National Insurance Awareness Day, 28th of June. National Insurance Awareness Day is annually observed on 28th of June and it tells about the importance of insurance in protecting individuals, families, and businesses. The day aims to educate people from about different types of insurance policies and their benefits. It also encourages everyone to review their current insurance policies and assess if they need any changes or additional coverage. IRDAI was constituted as an autonomous body to regulate and develop the insurance industry following recommendation of the Malhotra Committee report in 1999. International Day of the Tropics. So, International Day of the Tropics is observed annually on 29 June. The day is dedicated to recognizing the diversity and importance of world's tropical region. The aim is to raise global awareness about the unique challenges and opportunities faced by the tropical areas. The day highlights the crucial role of tropical regions in our planet's ecosystem and human society. So, International Day of Tropics is being observed on 29th of June. International Asteroid Day is observed on 30th June. So, asteroids are basically the debris that exist in our space, especially if we talk about the asteroid belt that is found between Mars and Jupiter. So, this particular type of asteroids, when they come near about the Earth in the gravitational field of Earth, so they become near Earth object (NEO), and sometimes they enter into the Earth. So if they are large enough, then that could be devastating for the Earth, as it was during the time of dinosaurs 6.5 crores years ago. So these are asteroids, and they are basically found between Mars and Jupiter. So International Asteroid Day is observed on 30th June. Aims to create public awareness about the potential danger of asteroids and near Earth objects. As I tell you, United Nations officially recognizes this day in December 2016. Various events and activities are organized globally to educate people about asteroid impact prevention. So that is the International Asteroid Day, and it is observed on 30th of June. International Day of Parliamentarism. So International Day of Parliamentarism is observed annually on 30th June. The day celebrates the role of parliaments in democratic governance. 2024 theme is Parliamentary Diplomacy, Building Bridges for Peace and Understanding. The theme emphasizes how parliamentarians can contribute to international cooperation and conflict resolution. So remember, the International Day of Parliamentarism is observed on 30th of June. National Statistics Day, that is being observed on 29th of June, and it is the birth anniversary of the Professor Prasanta Chandra PC Mahalanobis. The aim is to create awareness about the importance of statistics and social economic planning and policy making. The theme for 18th National Statistics Day in 2024 is use of data for decision making. So for this purpose, the National Statistics Day is being observed. NATO appoints Dutch PM Mark Rutte as the next Secretary General. So North Atlantic Council official appointed Mark Rutte as the acting Prime Minister of the Netherlands as the next Secretary General of the NATO. He will take office on 1st of October, succeeding Jens Stoltenberg, the current NATO SG and former PM of Norway. Mark Rutte's appointment was confirmed by the NATO ambassadors during a meeting at the NATO headquarters. SG of NATO is a senior political figure from the NATO member country, appointed for a 4-year term of member states. So that is by NATO. NATO appoints Dutch PM Mark Rutte as the next Secretary General. Om Birla elected Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha for the second consecutive term by the voice vote. So when we are talking about Mr. Om Birla, so on 26th of June, Om Birla was elected as the Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha for the second consecutive term by the voice vote. Now, what is voice vote? So basically, there are two types of vote in the Parliament, in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. One is the voice vote, when the particularly any type of resolution is being asked to the members, then they need to say ayes or noes. So according to the voice vote terminology, if the particular decibel of ayes is more than noes, then ayes win, and that's how the resolution is being passed. So Mr. Om Birla is being elected as the speaker for the 18th Lok Sabha for the second consecutive term by the voice vote. He was elected against the opposition candidate Kudi Kunil Suresh, an 8-time member of parliament from Mavelikara constituency, Kerala. So remember, who was in opposition? Kodi Kunil Suresh. On the same day, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla formally recognized Congress party leader Rahul Gandhi as the leader of opposition. So, for the first time in 10 years, this was that Rahul Gandhi has been appointed as the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, because to become the leader of opposition, one required 10% of seats in the Lok Sabha, and for the last two times, that was in 2014 and 2019, Congress was not able to get that. But this time they were able to, as they got 99 seats, and now Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he became the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha. Rahul Gandhi has been recognized as the LOP under Section 2 of the Salary Alliance of Leader of Opposition Parliament Act 1977. Bank of Baroda appoints Sumit Nagal as its brand endorser. So, Bank of Baroda, they have appointed rising Indian tennis player Sumit Nagal as the brand endorser. So, new names are coming into the tennis federation. From India, it is Sumit Nagal. From Italy, it is Jannik Sinner. From Spain, it is the Carlos Alcaraz. And in women fraternity, it is Arena Sabalenka. This moves aligns the BOB commitment to supporting talented and ambitious Indian sportsperson. Sumit Nagal became the first Indian player in 49 years to qualify for the main draw of the Monte Carlo Masters tournament in 2024. So this was his achievement. He is the current top-ranked Indian single tennis player who achieved a career high singles ranking of world number 71 on 17 June 2024. So his current ranking is 71. Centre extends the tenure of Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary Neerab Kumar Prasad by 6 months. So recently, the elections of Andhra Pradesh were conducted, and Chandrababu Naidu, or the leader of Telugu Desam Party, and along with the Jan Sena Party, he has become the CM, along with Deputy CM being Pawan Kalyan from Jan Sena Party. And now the Department of Personnel and Training has approved the extension of the tenure of Neerab Kumar Prasad as the Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. He has been serving as the CS of Andhra Pradesh since 7th June 2024, succeeding KS Jawahar Reddy. Neerab Kumar Prasad, 1987 batch IAS officer of Andhra Pradesh cadre, was set to retire from service at the end of June 2024. The extension followed a request sent by the Andhra Pradesh government. So, Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary Neerab Kumar got an extension of 6 months. Vikram Misri appointed India's new foreign secretary. So recently, Deputy National Security Advisor Vikram Misri will take charge as the foreign secretary on July 15. So government announced his appointment. Mr. Misri is the former Indian ambassador to China. He will succeed the current foreign secretary Vinay Mohan Kawatra. So who is the foreign minister? Mr. S. Jaishankar, and who is the foreign secretary? That is Mr. Vikram Misri. Remember the name. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar to represent India at SCO Summit in Astana. So, External Affairs Minister Mr. S. Jaishankar will represent India at the annual summit of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The summit will be held on July 3rd to 4th. The focus of summit is expected to be on regional security situation. Discussion will also include way to boost connectivity and trade among member countries. So remember, Mr. S. Jaishankar, he will be on his visit to Astana for the SCO meeting, that is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Renowned Indian author Arundhati Roy won the Pen Pinter Prize. So renowned Indian author Arundhati Roy, and also the Pioneer Booker Prize winner, she has now won the Pen Pinter Prize 2024. The prize is shared and with designated right of courage someone who has been prosecuted by for speaking out about their beliefs. She is set to receive the award at the ceremony co-hosted by the British Library in London. Arundhati Rai is a well-known author, screenwriter, activist and actress who has written numerous books and non-fiction essays, including her debut novel The God of Small Things, which won the Booker Prize for Fiction in 1997. So remember her name. Her name is Arundhati Roy, and she has been given the Pen Pinter Prize 2024, and she won the 1997 Booker Prize for Fiction for her book The God of Small things. And recently, she also wrote a memoir in the memory of her mom. Dr. Usha Thakur received prestigious 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. So, Dr. Usha Thakur has been honored with the 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. The award celebrates linguistic cultural ties between India and Nepal. Dr. Thakur is recognized for her outstanding contribution to the Hindi literature. Her efforts in strengthening the bonds between Hindi and Nepali language has been highly appreciated. So remember the name Usha Thakur. She has got the prestigious 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. So let's discuss that what we have learned so far. So first of all, global livability index, Austria, Vienna topped the list, and in top 10, no Indian city was there. Which is the lowest one? Damascus of Syria. Government monetized assets worth rupees 1.56 lakh crore under NMO. Central Railway installed a floating solar park in Western Ghats. Uttar Pradesh pioneered bioplastic park, a step towards sustainable future. Uttar Pradesh will also introduce a new park for the conservation of vultures. RBI introduced revised SAR currency swap framework. ADB AHFL signed $60 million NCDs deal to offer housing loans to low income women. Mindspace becomes first Indian REIT to secure 650 crore sustainable linked bonds. RBI gold reserves overseas drops to its lowest at 47%. RBI authorizes Hitachi Payment Service to work as online payment aggregator. Indian economy expected to grow at 7.5% in the financial year 25. IBJA reconstituted Governor Board Prithviraj Kothari appointed as the president. Competition Commission of India approves acquisition of shares of Sneha Farms Private Limited. Thales inks pacts with Adani Defence to manufacture 70 rockets. NSIL and Space Machines signed launches service agreement for Optimus spacecraft. Pench Tiger Reserve embraces AI for enhanced forest fire protection. Global Chess League to hold second edition in London. Shefali Verma double century leads to India to record breaking days in women's test cricket. National Insurance Awareness Day 28th of June, International Day of the Tropics 2024, International Asteroid Day 2024 is observed on 30th of June. International Day of Parliamentarism 30th of June, National Statistics Day 2024 is being observed in the honoring of the father of Indian statistics. NATO appoints Dutch PM Mark Rutte as the next Secretary General. Om Birla elected Speaker of the 18th Lok Sabha for the second consecutive term by vote voice. Bank of Baroda appoints Sumit Nagal as its brand endorser. Centre extends the tenure of Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary Nirav Kumar. Vikram Misri appointed as the new Foreign Secretary of India. Mr. S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, to represent India at the SCO Summit in Astana. Renowned Indian author Arundhati Roy won Pen Pinter Prize. Usha Thakur receives the prestigious 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. And that's it in this session. I hope you got a lot to learn in this session. We will meet once again in the next session, in which we will learn some more current affairs. Till then, bye bye, take care everyone, and see you soon.